Now, do you call him Tom at work, but
Yeah.
Dad at home?
He holds it straight. I can't. I can't. But I mean, I sometimes I'm ready to say dad, and so if my one of my daughters are talking to us and they're talking to us even about business, I'll write Tom/dad.
How did you come up with the vision, this unique approach to solar innovation?
Mm. There was a need within the DOE to create a high voltage transformer replacement that would be capable of taking little building blocks and building a high voltage transformer if one failed, rather than wait a couple years from something to be sent from Europe or Asia to us to repair. So there was a lot of concern about Katrina and other things that were affecting maybe the capability of our grid. So we had that opportunity, and in that opportunity, we saw the need to compete with components that were like switches and breakers and other things in price and reliability. And we saw that need translate over to very much to solar, because that's really the generation. Solar, wind, the renewables are becoming our generators.
How is your business model changed, the iterations, the pivots, the evolution of it over the course of the challenge?
It's always a challenge picking, if you pick a well-established market, the problem is, you have well-established competitors. And then, if you pick more like a new market, which is, we've seen a lot of interest and a lot of success in this as a finalist in the hydrogen space, from, both talking to investors and and lots of corporate partners. A lot of it's being pushed from Europe, especially in terms of their hydrogen investment, that we've started to focus more on hydrogen and other forms of energy storage, along with batteries, being combined with solar.
You've got to pay attention to a lot of different things. It's not just, oh, can I make a product that can compete with this product that hasn't sold very much at all, for 20 years, but we're lower cost than them. And so maybe a few more people will want to buy us.
How proud of you to make sure that your product is American made?
It's been really something that we've really strove for. We built our power module, one of our main building blocks, around the principle of it being manufactured right here in the States. So.
We take a lot of pride in American made. We always, put the, sticker and the flag right on the front. Labor doesn't have, is the main difference between, American made and other places. And if you think outside of the box, you can use technology instead to make it either so easy to build that the labor is so small, or that it just uses so few materials that the labor cost doesn't really matter at all.
Along those lines, how has American Made Network supported you in rapidly making your idea, taking it and putting it into action, collaborating with other people, companies, potential clients, customers?
Yeah, it's connected us with quite a few fabrication shops that have been able to make materials for us so we can iterate quickly and test out new ideas. Someone like Gizmatic up in Maryland, they've done a great job for us, and we're continuing to use them as we build more and more products.
So Resilient Power Systems is the world's first utility-grade multi-port power router, delivered for third-party testing at 20 MVA Duke Energy eGrid in Charleston, South Carolina. In layman's terms, what do you make?
We deliver, a hydrogen, battery, solar, system all in one. So instead of needing a separate inverter for each of those different pieces of equipment, we deliver it all in a single container. So it's kind of like a drop-in kit
What has this pandemic done to help bring you together, make it easier to collaborate, or more difficult for you in these trying times?
We had the benefit of being a small but very efficient team. We've been working together for many years now, 5 inside of Resilient Power, building this, over 5. And I think that it helps. It would be a much harder if we would have maybe started in the middle of this, or if we hadn't been already had a real good team already built.
What would it mean for Resilient Power Systems to be awarded this final grant from the Department of Energy to get this funding?
I think it would really help us in our pilot program, which we've identified as being key. Our company's growing, and already we've stated just the emphasis alone, we've seen the value of that. And we have customers that are potential customers that we've said, hey, if we can get this, we'll make it. We'll make products that can help you get on down the line and pilot this, and so it's just been it would be very helpful for us.